So yeah,
We live, baby. All right, what's going on, y'all? It's another episode of What's the Word. We got a special episode of What's the Word. We here live in Chicago at Dtlr.
We on location.
This
Bree. Raw.
we outside.
Outside, big outside, okay.
And before, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. Y'all know I ain't special. I'm Cody, man. I'm here with the 290 Queen, Bree specific.
I'm special.
But this next guest, man, Bree, we gotta, I don't know, we gotta do a drum roll. We got a legend in the building with us, man.
When you talk about Chicago,
when you talk about culture,
when you talk about fashion,
when you talk about sneakers,
you gotta mention Dave Jeff.
What's up?
What's
How
on?
are
We got
you?
Dave just want to show it up
Bree,
today.
man. I say Chicago in the house makes some noise.
Okay, we said make some noise, Chicago.
Hold on. Okay.
Hold on. We gonna do that. We gonna do that one more time.
You want me to do it? You want me to do it, Paul? You want me to do it? Is Chicago in the house? Let me hear you say yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, they trying to little dry, man. They a little
That's
dry.
Mike. That's because Mike over there light skinned right now. He being light skinned.
He being real light skinned.
Yeah. Shout out to them Mike Streets, man.
Yes, sir.
Holding it down.
Yes, thank you to Dtlr Radio.
Yep.
Dtlr 87 and Dan Ryan, y'all really be like treating us well. Y'all love us, and we love y'all.
Last time I was here, they treated us well, had us floating around here. Yeah, all good.
Yeah. We floating again. Y'all see they built this stage for us. We looking good.
This is white leather, bro.
White chairs.
Right. Can't get no Charlie Murphy on this. Don't do that. We ain't gonna act like that. We can't act like that on here. We're not gonna mess with DTLI. Nice leather couches.
Okay. I'm from out west. We still got plastic on our sofas.
Oh wow. All right. But let's get into a little bit of why we here today, right? All right. So today we're kicking off a series of events with Air Max and Nike and DTLR. We see these amazing sneakers right here in front of us. It will be dropping next week, right?
Yeah, 326.
326.
Air Max Day, right?
Air Max Day. You know, I've always wanted to be a part of Air Max Day. I always want to be a part of it. This is like a dream come true right now.
And here we are.
And I'm with the family, with DTLI and the homie Dave Jeff. This is crazy.
Man, thanks, man. I'm honored to be here too, man.
All right. So we're going to bring our first guest of the night.
Okay.
This guy here is a social media legend right now. He's going crazy on socials right now.
Yep.
Everybody give a round of applause for Dre The Shoe God.
Dre The Shoe God.
Dre.
Give it up.
Dre, how you feeling, brother?
I'm good, my boy.
Why you come on? Like, you ain't gonna show no love? Like, what's up, man?
I wasn't expecting to be this big, but I'm here now. So,
what's the word in DTLI? It's gonna be big, brother.
I know for sure. I'm ready now. So,
all right, so Dre, man, for the people that don't know about you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Dre The Shoe God. I'm from Chicago, over east to be exact.
Over east.
Some people call me the sneaker nerd, teacher, the shoe store, all the above. You know what I mean? So
nice.
When it comes to shoes, I pretty much do everything. So
AKA.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Okay.
I was excited to meet you because I have a ton. I think I was just telling one of the interns. I have a ton of shoes that need restoration.
I know. I'm the guy to call. I've been doing this for 12 years. So.
I feel like the universe put us together today.
I know for sure. It's time. I ain't that far either. So.
So how did you get in the game, bro?
Just like as far as collector shoes, or just like fiction shoes, or just shoes in general?
Let's start with the your collecting shoes. Let's start with that, John.
Collecting? I mean, I started around like 2006. I was like 12, 13 years old. And my family, like, they real big on ball. Like, we real sports heads. So I feel like shoes in sports coexist because they the first to get the access to everything.
Exactly.
So when you in love with sports, you like, oh man, what Kobe got on today? What Bron got on today?
Right.
What T-Mac got on today? And me loving both, it was like, I gotta have the shoes. I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of people came into the shoe game. Now, today it's kind of distance. It's more like trendy or celebrity these days. But for sports and collecting, it coexists with each other. So.
Okay.
You see what he got on his feet, Carl? You see what he got on
I got
his
the
feet?
Bron,
Okay.
South Beach. Was a very sought after shoe in the 2010s. Very sought after.
Joints don't exist.
So let's look. I want to go into that part of the game, right? Because you just said it was trendy. All right. So I know when I was coming up, we had like the whole raffle and standing in line at 8 a.m. like you waiting on at the aid office. Like that wasn't a thing for sneakers. Like I used to be able to go get my sneakers early if I paid the extra $25 or $50.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was doing the same thing, but when it got kind of ugly, it's certain shoes that kind of caused that, but it also was a good thing because everything was, when it was getting all the hype, like certain shoes like these and Galaxy foam posits, Bread 11s, Concords, really the main shoe, it needed to be a raffle because it was chaos. So it was safe for everybody to do it that way. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I'll go back even way before that. Probably like just when you had to. I'm not gonna say pre-internet, pre-social media heavy. That's how far I go back in the sneaker game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where if you wanted a certain shoe, you kind of had to travel to go get the certain shoe, like out of town, out of state. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing like that. But yes, the raffle thing, kid did kind of put it back in order. It gave it some order. I'll say that.
it gave us some control.
And to your point, right? Yeah. Safer, right?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna just highlight this real quick because they part of the reason why we here. All the shoes that you named, that you say that started that that phenomenon, was under the Nike brand.
I mean,
So Nike is responsible for the culture, huh?
They always been responsible. I'm not gonna say
for sure.
always, but they definitely a big part. Like you gotta give the shout out to the other brands too, but Nike is definitely big. Like they drop the biggest releases of the year. Everybody looks forward to what Nike's dropping every year. So
Definitely.
Every year.
Is 23 Black still a thing?
yeah, but you kind of old if you still use that one.
Well, I don't even. The way I shop for shoes is a lot different. Like if I see it when I'm outside, I buy stuff in bulk. When I'm outside, when I just see a lot of stuff I want, I buy it and I just throw it in the house.
What's
So you
crazy,
just
I
buy
have
a
to
lot
shop-
of shoes in bulk.
Yeah, I buy my shoes in bulk. I buy 3 pairs of shoes
Okay.
at one time.
You a cap.
You want to see my receipts?
No, I'm gonna shut up.
All right, chill out then.
Well, getting into how did you get into like restoring shoes? Because I know me, I'm the girl that like I would wear my shoes, they would get dirty, and I dread cleaning my shoes.
See, the part of collecting is you hold a sentimental value to your shoes, so you like, I can't throw these away, man. I gotta figure out how to fix it. You know what I mean? And for me, I never threw away nothing. So getting into restoring, I was broke, a broke college student. I was like, you know what, I gotta.
That's a good way to make some money for sure.
Yeah, it was a good way to make some money. Nobody wasn't doing it. You know, first of all, people laughed at me when I brought up the idea. And then it started becoming an empire in like 2012, 2013. And it got crazy. The whole Chicago was behind me. And then it became out of state. And then it became global. And I just started getting orders all over the world. And like I still do it to this day. Like it's a nice income, I'd say.
That's what it is. Let me ask you, what's your favorite shoe though, Pop, of like all time, like your holy grail?
My favorite shoe. I mean, it's a cliche answer now, but the Bread for sure.
Okay.
Like I got
Bread 4.
probably like 5 pair of those. I gotta throw. I really got 2, 1A and 1B. The infrared 6.2. Like that one that I buy every time it come out. So
Okay. On the Jordan side, so you went to the Jordan. No doubt.
So what are some of the latest sneakers that you've been looking at?
I've been into like vintage stuff for the last couple of years. I mean, I've always been collecting vintage sneakers, but lately I copped the Nike Air Raid, something you don't ever see every day. A lot of trainers like cross trainers such as like Diamond Turfs and stuff like that. Older Air Maxes like Air Max Pluses, Air Max 95s. I've been into stuff like that because I feel like I collected every Jordan to almost come out, and now I kind of been on the vintage wave lately. So
It's good. Digging in the crates.
yeah, but the bag get deep over here. So
Right. That's what it is. Taking it way back. That's what I did today. Like I went with the Air Max 1 no liner. This shoe came out 2008, something like that. Like a while ago. Like I had to go and get it in it and just show it because one, I knew that wasn't nobody gonna have it on, and I know that's what you was thinking with them South Beach.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you. I'm surprised they still holding up. If you got
yeah,
them
that's-
2008, okay?
because I tell you from a
It's-
restore's point of view, like they should have been fell apart.
No,
but-
it's how you keep them. Like I've been one of those dudes where you got the shoes in the plastic containers, and
Okay.
then sometimes you keep the little packets in there. And
okay.
keep
nah,
them in
that'll definitely make them last longer for
yeah,
sure.
keep them in
Alright,
a,
so y'all
a
teach
cool
me something
place.
today. Like,
Okay.
let's go more in depth into that. So
I'ma put-
plastic container.
Yeah.
What's this?
Them little things, the little like I forgot what the
They like the little silicone.
packet,
I know
iodine,
what
something like that in
Hey,
there.
y'all got an Amazon link? Y'all can share
Oh,
something?
the little packets.
Yeah,
they
they
look
kinda
like
like
salt
salt
packets
packets,
that come in
yeah.
your shoe.
Yeah, like don't throw that away.
Really?
Keep it
Don't
inside
throw
your
it
shoe.
Oh, I've been throwing those away for years.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
crazy. Nobody ever told me that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, y'all take care of y'all shoes like children.
Children.
Y'all be holding the secrets, man.
Excuse
Damn.
me.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get into that part because I did not know that little tricks like that help your shoes, you know what I'm saying, stay fresh and hold up. Like, what are some other tips you can give us?
Room temperature. Like very important. Like if you got a hot room of 80, 90 degrees, your shoes will likely fall apart faster than you know it. If you keep them in a 70 to 60 room temperature, they'll last longer. Because at the end of the day, shoes have a expiration date, which is about 10 years. After 10 years, they should be falling apart and the glue getting old, stuff like that. But keeping them in a nice room temperature, they'll definitely last longer. So it add an extra 1 or 2 years in them.
Because at the end of the day, Pop, it's leather and rubber. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, yeah.
It's
So-
leather and rubber and
Plastic.
glue and yeah, exactly plastic. And so that people are putting the shoe together. So you wearing it, eventually it's gonna break down.
Yeah.
Right?
You ever tried to like restore a shoe and it just wouldn't come together for you?
It happens. You know, it happens every day. I say a customer, I tell them like, look, this is a gamble. This ain't guarantee. So it's certain shoes that get that bad, and it's only so much you can do about it. So
Let me ask you, Pop, have you gotten into like full customization? Like
I've been doing that for about.
no, I'm saying like taking off the soles,
I
swaps,
did it
things
before,
like that.
but I'm more of a painter. So
Gotcha.
I mean, that is like going to the extreme, but painting is also extreme too. I can get down with the brush though. So
Right.
Hold on, you could take soles off the shoes and swap them?
for
Oh,
sure,
soul
people do it
swaps.
every day. Every day.
We
Soul
do it with
swaps.
wigs.
Word.
Chill out.
Because you look at it, Pop, like if you have the right tools of it, because putting the shoes together essentially is just a what is it, a sewing machine, right? You get a last shapes the shoe and everything. You put the upper part together, like my brother said, it's you stitch it as glue and then you putting it together. It just depends on what the sole is you put on it. Like if you wanted to, like it might not fit exactly, but you can put an Air Max sole possibly on a Air Force One upper. You know what I'm saying? You just have to bend it, like wrap it around the last type thing, but it can be done.
Oh no, you definitely got to experiment a little bit.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
it all over the
Yeah,
internet.
dunks with Air
Yeah,
Force
some people
One.
put dunks on Air Force
Yeah.
Ones or vice versa. Like it takes some experimenting, but if you know how to get down like that, it definitely can be fun. It can be creative at the same time. But that's the whole point of customization.
Yeah, make it your own.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know you could do all that. You learn something new every day.
All right, and now I'm interested. So if I wanted to get like a starter kit for taking care of my shoes, what should I purchase?
Oh no, you got AngelusDirect.com. They gonna give you everything. Like
So that's like the 23 back for
for shoes, yeah, for custom, for beginners. Like they give you whole tutorials. Also YouTube, I got a million videos on there.
No, what is it called again? Angela is back.
AngelusDirect.com.
Oh, okay.
Like they got
Alright.
just the whole starter kit of everything you need as far as fixing and customizing shoes.
Shoes.
So
Okay.
Oh, damn, let's go. Learn something. Is that like the little paint stuff?
yeah, it's a paint. It's
The little
literally
paint.
like leather paint. So.
So I had tried to paint some shoes one time.
See what happened was.
But I skipped the whole tutorial. I just went to grab the paint and just started
I see you
painting on my
can't skip. You feel me? You ain't gonna make no money like that. You gotta.
No, I was just trying to do it for myself. Like,
Hey, but you don't want to mess up your own shoes, or you gotta. It's a process thing. It take a while to learn. I ain't learned it overnight. I experimented with my own shoes first, and then I was like, I'm pretty good at this. So I started charging people, cousins and stuff like that, and then I was like, okay, I got some, and then it just went crazy.
So Dre, so real quick, give us a 1, 2, 3, like A, B, and C of doing that. The process.
Oh, prep.
Okay,
Prep is number one. Like if you don't prep your shoe right, you might as well don't even start painting.
Okay.
And after that, time is very important. Sometimes
But when you say prepping, what is prepping about?
prepping, acetone, getting all the factory coating off, getting all taking the laces off, cleaning the shoe first. Like you got to make sure everything is prepped right before you start anything. If you don't, it's gonna be a disaster. The shoe not gonna last because it's supposed to be wearable art, or just you fix the shoe and it's supposed to last.
Okay, so I prepped it, then I get creative with it. Then what? Any finishings to it?
You got finishes. I mean, that comes with the prepping afterwards. That goes into the time you put into the shoe. Some projects gonna take 2 to 3 hours. Some may take 36 hours.
Okay.
It depends on really what you're doing, but if you know what you're doing, it's gonna definitely, you're gonna put the work and time into it, and that's what come with it.
Yes.
When you say put in the work and time, how much time?
Like I said, it can be 8 hours, it can be 3 hours, it can be 15 to 20 hours. It really depends on what shoe you're doing.
Do you have another job, like a 9 to 5?
Never worked a job a day in my life.
Oh, God is good for you.
And you say the name of this website is what again?
AngelusDirect.com.
Tell me, I don't gotta work no more. Let me go over there. Give me a little starter kit.
No, for sure. 'Cause what I was doing, I ain't doing it right. Let me ask you this. So, using the Nike brand, and more than likely the top, anybody's top 5, it would be Nike in my generation. But what is your Mount Rushmore sneakers using Nike products on?
Using Nike products on? Like, as far as like fixing them?
No,
just with your
shoes,
shoe.
period.
And I'm gonna
like just
I'm gonna ask Dave
anything
Jeff the
come
same
from
question.
Nike.
Nike only?
Yeah.
Oh, just like
Yo-
Nike shoes. What the Mount Rushmore Nike shoes?
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta throw the Jordan brand in there. Then you gotta throw the Air Force One. You can really throw
Nah, though, you trying to do too
Specific.
broad. I need you to
Get
be specific.
Okay. Boom.
Like her, Bree specific.
Okay.
the Pacific colorway of
Right.
You talking about the Jordan, the Pacific
We need
colors,
the
the number.
Because Mount Rushmore, what is 5 heads, right?
Yeah.
So okay,
Oh, no.
you're 5. You're 5. You're 4. It's only 4 heads.
It's 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
Nike.
Okay.
I never seen Mount Rushmore in real life.
You
I gotta
don't
do
know Mount
that.
Rushmore.
It's in one of the
I need to
Dakotas.
go to Mount
It's in
Rushmore.
Dakota.
I think the Air Force One is Nike's favorite silhouette. You can just pick a colorway.
The
Okay.
G Fazos.
I mean,
Well-
in Chicago we call them ones. But
Ones.
The younger generation calls them G Fazos, but I gotta throw Air Force Ones up there.
Okay.
Jordan 3 literally saved the brand.
What colorway though? You
White
trying to be
cement,
too
black
proud.
cement, but you got to go with the OG colorways. And when I mention the Jordan 3, it's really them one or
You
two
know,
colorways.
We should know what you're talking about. when you say
Yeah,
that. Right. Okay.
the black cement, white cement, anything
Right.
that came out in 1988.
Right.
So
Gotcha. Okay.
you have to throw the Air Max line is arguably like the longest line in Nike. So I'm gonna go with the Air Max 1. It started the Air Max.
Okay.
For the last one, I think everybody's favorite, the Jordan 11. That was like solidified Nike and Jordan brand forever. The Concord to be exact. Like, or you can choose the brand, whatever one you pick. Just those was like, okay, we took over this forever. So
I like how you your story behind each shoe, but you killing me just not picking one shoe, man.
He's just
You
very
really
classic
can't-
with it. It's
you
like,
can't really pick
yeah.
I mean, your story
no,
time
so-
with the sneakers is on point though. I'm listening to you like, man, 1988.
But it's like when you talk about the Jordan 11, there's only two you only talk about. Like,
yeah.
like, it's only the, if you ain't got Concord or the bread at number 1, what Jordan 11 you talking about? If you talking about the Jordan 3, it's literally the black cement or the white cement. Them like the pedestal of what the Jordan brand is. Like, no other Jordans was like topping them. So, and for the Air Force One, It's pick a colorway. I mean, I think everybody will probably pick the white. I think that's the most iconic. But the Air Force One is like, there's no shoe that Nike has ever done that has more colorways than the Air Force One.
Is this true?
It's none. It's a million of them. They have done the most collabs, the most colorways, the most.
If we get specific, Mount Rushmore, Linen in the Atmosphere, Air Force One lows.
Yeah.
So in the Linen in the Atmosphere is for the fly dudes, khaki and pink, right?
Yeah.
That shoe when it came out, my goodness. First of all, you couldn't even get it. First of all, when you got it, it was like, man, you tried to keep them. So those were one of the things that I had to try to fight for to get 2-3 pair of those.
Where you found it at?
We had them on. We had them at one of my first stores. Dealt with a store called Halftime.
Okay.
Buddy of mine actually went overseas to Atmos and brought back a lot of that product. Brought back Linen in the Atmosphere, Acorns, the original Wheat Lows, all the stuff that are coveted like for sneaker collectors now. So that's when I got my first 2 pairs. But then they dropped them again. So that's that. So that would be one of my first for Mount Rushmore. 2. See, I'm an Air Force One dude. The Stash High Air Force One night onlys, right? One night onlys. This is when Nike used to really get down with the influencers. Y'all, they flew a lot of us store owners and influencers out to New York and had an event for, I think it was the 20th year Air Force One or something like that. But the event was called One Night Only, and in that shoe they gave us this. High top Air Force One with that Stash there with the spray paint caps on it, and the shoes were numbered. It was only 150 pair for the 150 people were there. But that's one of my.
Dang, so you knew what shoe you had.
Oh yeah, let me get that.
That's dope.
Oh yeah.
That's so dope.
Let me get that. I would say the OG Air Max 95, the gray and neon, the original colorway of that. And then just like Dre said, hey, the cement Jordan 3. That would be my not the cement Jordan 3. Yeah, the Jordan 3. So 2, 3, 4, and 5 are my favorite Jordans, but that 3 is the best one, the white colorway with the Nike on the back. That would be my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I don't like the news with the Jordan on the back.
Yeah,
I like mine say Nike on the back for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all got some.
Cody, please.
See, mine's is probably gonna be all Air Maxes. I'm an Air Max
all
guy.
Air Max.
See, my Mount Rushmore Nike products is gonna be Air Max 95s.
Okay.
It's gonna be the 95s. It's gonna be the Bo Jacksons.
Wow.
So Bo Jackson's one of my favorite shoes. 95s Bo Jackson. I'm probably gonna do. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a Jordan 4 guy.
I like
the 4s.
We can agree the Jordan 4 is a top 5 Jordan silhouette of all time.
All the time.
All
2,
time.
3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I don't know about the 2. I disagree with that one.
I'm gonna wait till you
That's
go.
an OG
I'm gonna go with the
thing.
cements. So I got the Bows, I got the 95s. For me, my Mount Rushmore, and this is my favorite. See the ones, the G Fazo's cool, but my all-time favorite shoe, I would have to go with the Barclays, the original joint, the CB joints with the purple.
The CB94.
Yeah, CB94s.
94, okay.
Yeah, them was like my favorite, like one of my favorite shoes as a shorty get. I just got sentimental value with those.
Okay.
It's me, like, how do y'all remember all these names of all these shoes? Because
we was into that, man.
I like that pink padded leather. It got a little tan on the bottom.
That's
Do
what
I
you
buy
call 'em?
shoes? Yes,
That's
but
what you call them?
yeah, I
Give me
cannot
the pink patent leather with the tan on the
padded leather
bottom.
with the tan on the bottom. Yeah,
But Bree is also
I hit
from out
my
west.
plug and I be like, "Yo, I just sent a picture. Can you get me these?"
So yeah, she from out west.
What's
so
wrong
it's
with it?
different.
Aren't you from out west?
I'm from South Side by the Lake, my love.
Oh, I'm always by myself.
High Park, thank
Yeah.
you.
Child,
High Park,
I'm
thank
high.
you.
What y'all not gonna do is come for me.
DTLR
this here
was a little late coming to 290, so y'all ain't had y'all
Right.
right.
Okay, because I told Mike Streets earlier, DTLR out west need more clothes. It's not as full as this one.
Yeah, so
Not at all.
Dre, where you from?
I'm from over east.
Over east.
Nobody's ever from out west. Like, am I the only one out there? Jesus.
I mean, you are out south, Bree. You are out south right now. We are on 87th and the Dan Ryan.
Jesus.
don't nobody want to claim that.
Please, y'all be having shorty dancing on the little curb right here in the middle of the street. She still be out there.
Okay.
So let me
Talk
ask you
about what
that.
they do on Madison, but
Okay,
that's
I'ma
a
shut
whole-
up.
It's a whole nother show.
I done seen people pull mattresses down the street on Madison Pulaski, so I'm be
I
quiet.
seen way worse than that on Madison Pulaski.
While wearing Air Max.
Okay, while wearing Air Maxes.
Let me ask you this. And it's what has been your favorite memory with the Air Max sneakers?
It's one of them shoes you can go to if you got $100. I always go to the Air Max when I feel like being cheap, because they always available too. So that's what I love about Air Max. It's never a hassle to get them.
Hey, somebody cut his mic.
It's a community shoe.
It's for the people.
It's for the people.
Air Max is for the people.
And they cross trainers so that you can wear them with anything. You know what I mean? Like some people hoop in them. Some people they really running shoes, but you can do everything in those.
So they versatile.
Yeah, they very
That's
versatile.
That's a much better adjective.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say cheap.
You can't say Air Max is just for everybody.
I ain't gonna say that word.
multi-purpose.
Like we bleeping that out.
Y'all know I said
my
that
God.
let's say they're accessible. Then I don't have to go through a whole hassle of getting some Air Max.
Affordable.
Yeah,
I can
Affordable.
tell you from over east, you just gonna mess up everything.
yeah, that's what East Side is doing.
Affordable.
Nike, if y'all watching it, he don't know what he talking about. We didn't even know where we got him from. He just came out the street. This John Honey, so yeah.
This John homie is crazy.
Wow, for real. Okay.
I got one question. Your entire collection catches on fire.
Whoa.
What shoe are you saving?
I got to go with my Jordan 6 infrareds. I got to I got 5 pair. I got to get one of those. So for sure.
Like, are you running back in the crib to get them?
Definitely running
deep.
back in the crib to get
Running
those.
back-
Because that's one of the
That's
shoes
deep.
that started it for me. So I was
Deep.
like, man, I that's why I buy so many when they come out. Like that's just my favorite shoe. Like
Okay.
either that or the bread. Like I'll choose them 2 shoes over any shoe.
Nice.
Well, Dre, brother, it's been a pleasure having you up here,
Yes, sir.
man. It's been
Yes,
a
thank you
pleasure.
for coming.
You know what I'm saying? Based on how you answer a few questions, you probably won't be back, but I still love you. I'm following you on Instagram.
We appreciate you though.
We appreciate you, man. Show you love.
for sure.
Make sure y'all follow him on all social media, Dre The Shoe God, man, and hit him up for services.
And don't leave,
sir.
because I got a trunk of shoes that need restoring. So we gonna talk.
Shout out to Dre.
Shout out to Dre, man.
Better make
I
some
like
money.
Dre, man. Dre was cool.
Good.
Yeah, I got.
He kind of dissed the Air Max a little bit, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got amnesia. I don't know what you're talking about.
He was trying to say that everybody loves Air Max.
That it was
No,
it's
he
for
said
the people.
Air Max is a great sneaker.
Yes,
and that
amazing sneaker.
it's amazing sneaker. So when the Air Max, you know what I'm saying, DN come out next week, make sure y'all go cop it.
Right.
You know, spend your 100, 200, 300 because
Okay.
it's just worth it. That's what he said.
Go
I don't
ahead and
know
get
if
the
y'all heard
go
that.
ahead and get the
Buy it for
multiple
your
pair.
kids, for your
it's-
baby daddies, baby mamas.
How many colorways is it coming in?
It's like we got 2.
Okay.
It's gonna at least with 2.
I like that purple one.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Go on here, Cody.
They look comfortable.
They're very comfortable.
You're an Air Max guy. You love Air Max.
I love that. See, fun fact about me, I really don't like the only Nikes that I really rock with is like the Air Maxes, the Bo Jacksons, the Hirachis. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like the old school Hirachis, not like the new ones. You know what I'm saying? The Robins, the Air Darwins, shoes like that. Like I like those type of sneakers, like 90s sneakers. I don't really rock with the like Jordans. How do you Jordan colorways ain't my thing. So
Gotcha.
Air Maxes is like Bree said, is right on my alley. So I love Air Maxes.
Air Maxes mean a lot to me. Air Max, I'm gonna say, if I had to have a word for, like, solidified me in the sneaker culture. That was the first shoe that I've ever collaborated with Nike. Where I did a Fly Air Max 90, and so that was a major thing for me to have my own shoe and not be an athlete.
What did that shoe look like?
It's white, red, and gray, and you know where the Air Max, the plate is on the back of the shoe, where it says Nike Air. It's just the Fly logo.
Oh, that's dope.
Right, it's friends and family. It was only 75 pair.
So let me ask you this: do you still got the plug to bring it back?
That'd be a negative.
Damn.
Yeah.
So can Dre custom? Hey, Dre, you know how to customize?
I would definitely get it down. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dre. I'm just saying, well, I could just find somebody that got some drink, but that's dope. I would love to have that sneaker.
Thanks,
Sure,
man.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Sure.
I love that sneaker. But y'all ready for our next guest?
Let's do it.
Y'all ready?
Our next guest. He hailed from Chicago.
He hell.
I was watching the Kings of Comedy the other day, and you know how they were
That was
doing
so funny.
everybody intro. But since that wasn't cool, I'm gonna just bring him up. Asar.
You not funny.
Give it up for Ausar,
Come on,
y'all. Give it up.
Asar.
Give
Y'all
it
make
up.
some noise for Asar.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
watch yourself now. Okay.
What up, Playboy? What's good? What's good?
I'll be like, boy, get up. What is you doing? Asar, what up?
Feeling. My fault. Let me get this from.
You been out here
Moving around.
ruling Chicago, dropping some hot music.
I appreciate it.
How's it feel?
It's been dope. It's been dope to.
Speak to Mike, brother.
For sure. It's been dope. Just to be able to share my art and for people to appreciate it the way they have been because we put a lot of time and effort into it. So it's been a great time.
That's what's up.
You're like hands down probably one of
The most talented.
talented artists that we have in the city right now. And that's just to see your growth from something like when I first met you 3 years ago and just seeing like just seeing you sell out shows and like people knowing the words to like all your like saying your lyrics. So people randomly coming up to me like, yo, why y'all ain't rocking with Asar? Or why Asar not on y'all list? Like just to see that growth in you is just crazy to me. And I think a while back, didn't Timberland replay your music like twice?
For sure. He did. It's actually crazy. They have this. He has this thing he does on TikTok where you can submit music for him to just kind of review, tell you what he think. And the first time I submitted the music, and he was like head over heels on it. It was dope. I came back like 2 weeks later and just was scrolling through TikTok, and he was on live again. And as I'm scrolling, I see he's on live, and I listen. I was like, oh, he's playing this as the intro this time. Like,
Oh, so he really
to
liked it.
Yeah, he really rocked with
Right.
the song. So
Right.
that was a really, really dope experience. Yeah.
That's amazing. Timberland.
Timberland.
OG.
Timbo.
Crazy.
The OG.
It's crazy.
If I asked you probably like who inspired your style of music, or what is your inspiration on the whole in that music lane?
Yeah. I think I pulled from a few different places. First and foremost, I think my biggest inspiration actually came from the gospel because growing up, that's all I was allowed to listen to.
Well,
Me too. I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah. But my earliest kind of introduction to hip hop came via like Kanye, Talib Kweli, Common. Common is my favorite rapper, still to current day.
that's good. OG.
And as I kind of developed my own taste in music, we move on to like the Coles, the Kendricks.
Okay.
Just people who I think pull from like soul and have like a real deep meaning to their music.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. So you coming from that a gospel side you're not a gospel rapper? Why didn't you just go straight there?
For sure. I think gospel rap is like very niche and also
Okay.
not
It's very niche.
necessarily. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not my bag. I feel like I just speak from my perspective of my life.
Gotcha.
You know, I think my influences definitely shine through. Me being Christian, like you'll hear
Yeah,
those
yeah.
influences in my music, but definitely not like strictly gospel rap.
Gotcha.
Because you don't curse on none of your records, right?
Not at all.
That's
As
good.
you
That's
should.
different. That stands out. No murder, kill.
No, I don't got one of those in my bag.
Right. That's good.
Have you ever felt like pressured a little bit to be like, maybe I should switch it up to kind of like not even get ahead, but just kind of be more mainstream, get with the wave or get with the times? It's like music keeps changing.
Yeah. I won't say that I've ever felt like I've had to, but I have felt that people have wanted me to, right? But in addition to just me being grounded in my own belief in myself and my faith, etc., one of the biggest affirmations for me early on in my career was when I worked with Wyclef Jean. Wyclef has been a mentor of mine for a long time, and when we first got introduced, there was a song that he wanted me on for his album. And when he originally sent it, it was cursing on it. With me in collaboration, any collaboration I do, I don't want cursing on it because I don't curse either, and I don't think it depicts like my artistry. So having to tell Wyclef Jean at that time, like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this.
Did you pray before you told?
Of course I did.
What?
Of course I did. And I wasn't comfortable with it. I didn't want to do it because it was a big opportunity, but it was like, you stand for something, you fall for anything. So if this is making you uncomfortable, you say something. I said something to him, and there was no like restraint. He was like, I feel you, I'll change it. My father was a preacher, like that's where my name comes from, blah, blah, blah. And just being able to do that early on made it so that I don't ever have a problem sticking to that. Forward. Yeah.
Well, what kind of curse words was these? These was like Wyclef Jean was. What was he on? He was MFing it and
it
like
wasn't even
Wyclef
nothing.
Jean.
Yeah, it wasn't even nothing too crazy.
Oh, okay.
That's not even Wyclef's bag, but
Right.
it was there, and I still felt like I had to say something.
No doubt.
So if the curse
I
word
applaud
is,
that.
if it's one of the curse words that's in the Bible, do you still consider it a curse word?
I do, because it's all about context and how you're using it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I do love that you out here telling women not to date rappers.
Telling people the truth.
And I'm still waiting on my hat.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
I
thank
got
you.
We just put in another order too. I got
Thank you. So where did this Don't Date Rappers movement come from?
I felt like, if I have this platform, right, where people are listening to me, I feel like I should spread the
Say
truth.
something.
Spread the
You know what I'm saying? Spread a message that I feel like the world should hear. And so that's how Don't Date Rappers came about. It was a song on my album that I kind of made as like satire in some ways. But I just thought it was very funny also.
You're a troll.
Yeah, that's my bag. Yeah.
It's like, duh, I am a rapper.
I love it though.
So since we talking about, since we know you're gonna spread the truth, what's the truth about Nike and Air Max sneakers?
Air Maxes are very versatile. Like, I think there's an Air Max for everybody, depending on what you're looking for. I think they fit a whole wide range of demographics, and you can really get fresh in them. Like, I know my favorite. Am I skipping ahead?
No, do your thing.
Okay,
bro.
my
Go
favorite, my favorite Air Max personally have always been like the Air Max 95s, or more recently the Air Max Plus. I had a pair of black and gold Air Max Plus that somebody actually stole from me on a trip to New York.
They stole.
They stole them.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but I left them.
Look, he like, that's a sad story.
You know what I'm saying?
My heart.
I left them at
not
a
off
homie
your
crib.
feet or nothing like that.
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
But
You weren't robbed.
no, not like that.
Right.
I left them at a homie's crib and then they
Never
were
saw
gone.
him again.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so
That's
Understood.
tough.
but yeah, sad
That's
story.
still your homie?
What's the next question?
Okay. All I needed to know.
How does sneakers and music coexist together?
That's a great question. I think that they've always kind of been in tandem because they're both ways of expression. Like, I think
definitely make you
fashion and music have always been, especially in like black culture, the ways that we express ourselves. And I think that your shoes make a statement. You know what I'm saying?
Shoes say everything.
Yeah.
Because before we had cars, we had shoes.
It's real.
Am I lying?
That's the truth.
That's real.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. No, I like that though.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I know for me, like if I'm leaving out my house and I know that my shoes not right, or I feel like my shoes a little off, I feel like my entire day is off.
That's real.
And I feel like people looking at me like, why she wear that?
It just throw off the whole vibe.
Since you said that, Bree, I want to ask you a question.
Ask me?
Yeah, and I,
This about men and how women look at men's shoes first?
yeah, and ladies
How
out
did
here,
I know this?
is that a real thing? Like, cause the ladies just chime in. Is that like a real thing?
If
like,
I see a guy, the first thing I'm gonna look at are your shoes. Unless you're like sitting at a table and I absolutely can't see your shoes. But
So okay, that's a good question. Good question. So if you see somebody and they have like some dirty Air Max, what you gonna say? Or what's your first thought?
you just coming from the gym, hopefully.
Okay.
You coming from some place
Okay.
that requires you to put on the shoes that you found in the back of your closet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm just praying that it's on accident, not on purpose.
Okay.
So let me ask you this,
Mental note,
because the Air
mental
Max is an expensive sneaker, right? It's an expensive sneaker. So do it ever cross your mind like, damn, he must got a little paper that he letting a $200 sneaker. He just like he doing whatever in it, like it's working out in it. It's dirty. Like this is a shooting him to do whatever. He
That's
spent
what I just
200.
said.
Yeah.
I said if I see you in it, I'm gonna assume like either you coming from the gym, maybe you helped your mama move earlier today, maybe you was running from the cops. Like I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like you doing something that requires some strenuous activity so
Right.
that because your shoes look the way they do.
Gotcha.
That's my
Hard-working
first
man.
thought. But then I'm gonna have to get to know you, and if I see you another day and you still got them shoes on, baby, we got a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
So then let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask the whole panel this since we're talking about how shoes, what does black Air Force One energy mean to y'all?
I was about to say something.
I think that's just some new made up whatever type that. I mean, a fresh pair of ones, black, whatever, white, whatever. I'll rock a fresh pair of ones. The better leather ones. I'll say that.
Okay.
I saw on TikTok this lady. I don't know if y'all know that lady that she got her baby from a random man in Atlanta
Okay.
on TikTok. Yeah,
Her child.
Her child.
She had a random child.
Yeah, she called it because the baby daddy went ghost, and the baby daddy lived in
You
Atlanta.
gotta give us backstory.
Yeah, so she went viral on TikTok because she had a baby by a man that stayed in Atlanta, but he don't talk to her. He went ghost. So she be
Okay.
like, "I got this baby from a random man in Atlanta." But yeah, it's funny. Y'all should go check it out. She's going
I
viral.
thought
Go
you were
support
saying
that lady.
Baby. I had a random baby in Atlanta.
No, not the baby. But she bought her baby a pair of all black Air Force Ones because she said we standing on business. And
Boom.
I believe like if you wear a pair of all black Air Force Ones, you about to like stand on business.
Okay.
You about to go guess what's yours. That man owe you some money. You finna go chase him down the street.
Okay. Well, they get that. So does that mean the same thing if you had some all black Air Max? Because they got all black Air Max.
Which is hard too. Them are some of my favorite shoes. All
Some
black
of mine.
95s.
Air Max give a little bit more fashion to me
Okay.
when they all black
Okay.
over black Air Force Ones.
Okay. I can see that.
Black
I
Air
guess.
Force Ones, I'm standing on business.
Okay.
I feel like it's propaganda.
Personally.
I know when I was a shorty, we started the school year off with a fresh pair of white and a fresh pair of black ones at the beginning of every school year.
That was the
two
kid.
pair of
That was the
shoes.
kid.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And don't mess them up because once you mess them up, that's it. You ain't getting another pair.
Because the white ones was your weekend shoes.
For sure.
Exactly.
Right.
You go
right.
to the little parties. You going to the
Right.
rink.
You feel me?
You wearing your Air Force Ones.
She said the ring, Pat. The ring.
He said the ring. So we speaking on, you know what I'm saying, the white ones. Have you guys ever tried to clean your white ones when they got dirty and try to rock them?
Of course.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
What?
Of course.
So how many, nowadays they say you only can wear them twice. 3 times is a stretch. How many times do you wear your white little top Air Force Ones?
I'm fortunate enough. God has blessed me enough to be able to go buy a new pair of Air Force Ones when I need to. So I probably get like a good maybe, I wouldn't say 2 or 3, like maybe like 10, 11. But once the shoestrings get dirty and so I'm like, yeah, no, I gotta go. But Air Force Ones are like my favorite festival shoe.
Wow. White Air Force One.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said to festivals?
Yeah.
You're
you're brave.
She brave. That's what I was about to say. She's bold
Like
on that one.
I don't know. Every time I go to the festival, I wear all white Air Force Ones.
That's
But a lot of times they don't have to be brand new. I don't like go to the store and then go straight to the festival.
I would say, yeah, you brave if you do
Yeah.
something like that.
No, I don't spend my money to go to the festival with brand new Air Force Ones.
You just throwing money away. Throwing it away. Yeah. So what's your favorite shoe to run the errands in? And before we answer that question, panel,
Nike
please
Air Max DN.
make sure you know where we at. Well, what's your favorite question? What's your favorite shoe to run errands in?
I'm gonna say like some older, those Air Max that Bree said that was probably in the closet.
Yeah.
Kind of put them on. Sometimes you step on the back, depending on how wild you the mood you're in. Yeah.
For sure.
Honestly, I run errands in my Pandas. That's probably my favorite shoe right now. My Pandas. I've been loving on my Pandas for a while.
Okay.
That's real. For me, it's probably literally the dunks I have on right now. I know a lot of people. The thing now is the low top joints. I really love high top dunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably these.
Okay.
Me, it would probably be Vapor Max, or I'm going to say 95s, because I think they comfortable to me, and then I could throw them on, and it still had a fashion look to it. So them was 95s.
You love them 95. Nike, can we get him a pair of 95s?
That's it.
95
Okay.
is my favorite shoe. I remember when that's crazy. I know Dre was earlier was saying he's from the east side. So I went to school on the east side for 1 year. I went to Bowen High School. Rough.
You got beat up?
Never that. Come on now. Can't even say that with confidence. But I went to school over there for a year, my senior year. And every day I came to school with a different pair of 95s. And nobody in the school knew what Air Max 95s was. Like they was trying to joke, like, oh man, what you need to know, look at him, what type of shoes he got on. And that let me further know, and this is just a shameless plug, that the low end is the best part of Chicago.
Cut the tape. We're done here.
Our fashion and the way we just view things, and how we were just so light years ahead of everybody.
Out of all ends.
Even when I
low
went to
end?
college in Carbondale, like that's my freshman year, all I had on was 95s and like Bo Jacksons, and everybody was like, "What's those?" Like I remember, cause Jordans was whatever, right? I had the playoff Jordans; those are some of my favorite Jordans too. But I remember I gave somebody those to go hooping. Like, but my 95s and like my Air Max ones, like
Say I'm rocking those.
no, you can't take this. But I gave cause you know when we come up, you wear some Jordans. When the new one come out, you couldn't wear the old ones no more. So I come from that culture.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. So that was like my culture. So when I got to college, it's like I was just giving people my shoes. Like, yeah, I can go hooping these. Like, they old. Like, I can't wear no old Aqua 8s. I probably regret that to this day.
Please, I'm about to bet you do.
Cause I had the Aqua 8s, the playoffs. I had
Right.
all the OG joints. But nah, I think my favorite shoe to just go out there is the MX 95. That's probably my favorite shoe of all time, the MX 95s.
Okay.
But
We got time for one more question. Yeah. Time. Okay. So, what does your 2024 look like, man?
Just a lot of building. I think we are focused on pushing this album that I dropped toward the end of last year called I Now Know. Incredible project. We got some shows coming for it. Some experimental joints that I think are going to be real fun for the city.
What you
honestly.
mean by experimental?
I'm looking to build worlds with everything that I do, right? Like, I think the project in itself caught a really, really great buzz around it. I think the show should encapsulate the project in a way that you can't experience it just by listening to it. So that's bringing people into the world and the space that I was in while I was creating it. I think it's going to be very theatric. I want to bring some special guests out.
Okay. Collaboration. That's dope.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be a really dope time. I'm very excited for
That's
it.
what's up.
Yeah.
and make sure y'all come out April 12th.
April 12th.
We doing a show with this young man.
Right.
Yes,
What's
sir.
April 12th? What's April
Chicago
12th?
State. Chicago State having a show, but it's a free show, actually. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to have my band with me. So we're going to be doing a lot of songs from the album just as like a live set.
Dope.
It's going to be fire.
I'm hosting.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chicago State, man.
Yeah, we're doing something big.
All right,
over there, man. So
Okay.
man, we bringing this broadcast to a close, man. I enjoyed my time I spent with you guys up here today, man.
Hey, man, I thank y'all for having me, man.
I love this. Can we do this every week?
Mike and them.
Y'all could just leave the stage up.
Right.
I'll bring the chairs back up there.
Kim,
Nah, these
Kim,
leathers
Kim,
nice,
can we do
man.
this, Kim?
I know we ain't returning these. These going somewhere.
Okay.
But nah, man, shout out to Dtlr Nike Air Max, man. Everybody, give them a round of applause, man, for putting this together, man.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
y'all.
And make sure y'all following Dtlr Lifestyle, Dtlr Radio. What's the word? Ausar, what's Ausar Music?
Ausar Music.
Bree Specific.
Dave Jeff, DAVEJEFF.
Okay.
And make sure y'all locked
You
in
need
for
a podcast.
for the next week for all these dope events that DTLR is putting on for Chicago, just putting on the city with Nike and with Air Max. And make sure when these
Grab
drop,
these Air
make sure y'all
Maxes.
go cop these. Like what Wayne say, Feet out the window, you ain't got these on. I'm only one with them.
Because Air Max Day is what, Pa? 326?
326.
326, March 26th.
We
Yep.
celebrating. I like that we can turn up for Air Maxes. That's dope.
That's lit. That's lit.
Shout out to What's the Word and DTLR.
Yes.
And we out.
Love.